What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. This is Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping some more 2025 Topps Finest X-Men. This is going to be a 4-box character break, with the only exception being the greatest hits is its own spot, as well as the da-na-na-nas, if we are so lucky to find one of the short prints. Everything else goes to the character on the front. And these 4 boxes are the leftovers from the case we started yesterday. So let's get to the rip, everybody. And thanks for joining us. Anybody that is watching live, feel free to put your spots in chat and let's see if we can find something nice for you. All right, our first box has been freed. Good luck, everybody. And very nice. We're going to lead off today with Gambit on the refractor. And we do have a Sentinel scan right behind him. It's going to be a gold to 50. And that is going to Storm on the Sentinel fractor. So, our Sentinel scan, I should say. So Storm is our first spot to strike today with some numbered action on the Sentinel scan. And for Storm, she is 16 of 50 on the gold Sentinel scan. So very nice. Congrats to the Storm spot. And very cool to see gold in our very first pack. And there's explosive teamwork on the greatest hits. Goblin Queen on the previously on X-Men, followed by Beast on the Uncanny. And there's the Sentinels on the Remember It. Ooh, very cool. That is a Children of the Atom short print die cut going to Magneto. So very nice. Our first box is coming out with some fire. And congrats to the Magneto spot on the Children of the Atom short print. And this one does look pretty good. Because sometimes the tops get a little frayed when they go through the machine. But this one looks pretty darn clean. So very cool there on Magneto with the Children of the Atom die-cut short print. And up next, we're going to have Scary Enough for You, Bub, on the greatest hits. Followed by Nightcrawler on the rare. Mr. Sinister on the previously on X-Men. And there's a refractor going to the Glob Herman spot. His name was Gambit. Remember It on the greatest hits. Storm on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Storm again, this time on the Uncanny. There's Cyclops on the Remember It. Followed by Daredevil making his first appearance today. Ooh, we got an X-Fractor coming up. Oh, and why not? What a box for Storm. Showing up here on the X-Fractor to 97. And for Storm, she is 69 of 97 on the X-Fractor. Followed by Greatest Hits, Storm Rides the Lightning. And then Apocalypse on the rare. There's Mojo on the previously on X-Men. And that is it for box number 1. All right, box number 2. What do you got for us? Box 1 was fantastic. With a gold to 50, an X-Fractor to 97, and a Children of the Atom short print. So here's some number action here. It is Strong Guy on the lasers. And for Strong Guy, he is 63 of 199 on the lasers. Followed by Boom Boom on the refractor. A Sinister Strike on the greatest hits. Welcome on in, Tim. Yeah, that would be awesome. That is one thing we have yet to find in all of our X-Men 97 rips. So today would be the day to wish you a happy birthday with a sketch. Wolverine on the previously on X-Men as well as the Uncanny. Come on, boxes. Let's make it happen. There's Jubilee on the Remember It. Jean Doe on the Greatest Hits. And behind that, we're going to have some action for Remy LeBeau. It is Gambit on the previously on X-Men. And for Gambit, he is 160 of 199 on the lasers previously on X-Men. Rogue and Captain America at odds on the Greatest Hits. Followed by Cable on the rare. Magneto on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, very cool. So box 2 did have some more goodies. That is Bishop on the X-Fractor autograph. Very cool. And the voice of and autographer is Isaac Robinson Smith. So there you go, Bishop spot. 52 of 97 on the X-Fractor autograph. And then we have Beast on the regular refractor. Cable on the previously on X-Men. There's Professor X on the previously on X-Men, followed by Rogue on the Uncanny. Storm on the Remember It. And last pack here of box number 2. Meeting of the Minds, I should say, on the Greatest Hits. Followed by Dark Phoenix on the rare. And that brings us to box number 3. But man, our first 2 boxes have been pretty darn good so far. Nightcrawler on the previously on X-Men. And refractor coming up, and it's going to Banshee on the refractor. There's Magnetic Makeover on the Greatest Hits. Gambit on the previously on X-Men. Farewell Mon Ami on the Greatest Hits. Followed by Magneto on the rare. So there's another goodie for the Magneto spot. Forge on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Cyclops on the Uncanny. Magneto on the Remember It. Ooh, we got another X-Fractor coming up. Good luck, everybody. And that is going to Banshee on the X-Fractor. And for Banshee, he is 78 of 97 on the X-Fractor. Followed by Bolivia goes Prime on the Greatest Hits. And then Cable on the Rare. Wolverine on the Remember It. Tommy on the Refractor. No, I think it's a little bit more than that, Tim, because the first couple breaks we did were 3 casers. And then we've done 1 case and a half case since. So I think we're up to like 17, 18 cases total, and we have yet to see a sketch. So I am hoping today we have a nice birthday celebration with a sketch. There's Jubilation Celebration on the Greatest Hits. And that is one of the things they did not have on the odd sheet of how tough they are to pull. Jean Grey on the Previously On X-Men, followed by Magneto on the Uncanny. And that is going to do it for box number 3. And I'm so excited to see one because I saw the Gambit one that got pulled. And I was like, oh, that card looks so sweet. And that brings us to box number 4. Our final box of the break. Hopefully we got a couple more goodies in here. The Professor Skulls the Shi'ar on the Greatest Hits. Followed by Storm on the Rare. Sunspot on the Previously On X-Men. And there's a Refractor going to Carl Dinty. Charles was wrong on the Greatest Hits. Scary Enough for You, Bub on the Greatest Hits. Followed by Sunspot on the Rare. Bastion on the Previously On X-Men. There's Jubilee on the Previously On X-Men, followed by Cable on the Uncanny. Jean Grey on the Remember It. And we're going to have some lasers action. And why not? What a break for Storm on the Remember It lasers. And for Storm, she is number 12 of 199 on the lasers. Remember It. You don't screw with the Summers on the Greatest Hits. And that leaves us 3 packs to go in this one. Cyclops on the Previously On X-Men, followed by Jean Grey on the Uncanny. There's Beast on the Remember It. And our final pack of the break, can we see some last pack magic? Ooh, we are going to get one more numbered card. It's going to be another Lasers. And that is going to Bastion on the Lasers. And for Bastion, he is 116 of 199 on the Lasers. Followed by Marrow on the Refractor. All right, let's see how this one shook out. And we did hit one autograph this round. It is going to Bishop on the X-Fractor auto to 97. And our next lowest card was in our very first pack. It is Storm on the gold Sentinel scan to 50. Next up, we have our X-Fractors. Banshee and Storm. And both X-Fractors are to 97. And the rest of our numbered action is going to be lasers. We found Bastion, Storm, Gambit, and Strong Guy. And all the lasers are to 199. And we did also find a short print today with the Children of the Atom die cut going to Magneto. And that is going to do it for this one. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us for X-Men 97. We do have one more Marvel break today that is going to be 92 Platinum. And that break is a lot of fun. So whether you're in the break or not, come join and watch some cool cards get ripped. Thanks, everybody, and we will see y'all next time. Bye. Can you still type in chat over there or no? Tell them just messages on eBay. I'm sure Mark will sell one or two.
Are you still live?